I'm what you call a stay-at-home roommate, which means my job is selling weed to my other roommates. We're a self-sustaining economy. You see how that works? I ran out of weed the other day, and I looked down on the floor. I was sitting on the couch, and there's little buds in there, little green bud. So I picked it up. She's had this happen. So I picked it up and smoked it. That was a jalapeno. That wasn't even weed at all. Yeah. You ever done that? Talk about smoking that fire. I was high and I had heartburn real bad. My favorite thing, though, when I get high, I love to binge watch shows, right? We all binge watch something, jail shows, whatever. Do you guys ever do this? Do you ever get like 3 episodes into your favorite show, and then you take a look around, and you realize you've been driving for like an hour and a half? To let you guys know about me, I'm actually Mexican, I'm not Italian. This is just a perfect pompadour, that's all it is. I'm like Olive Garden, it just looks Italian. I'm not in any way, shape, or form. My dad's Mexican-American. Hold your applause. Too late. My dad's Mexican, my mom's white, and for my dad, the stereotype's real. My dad's got a huge family. He's the oldest son he has 18 brothers and 2 sisters. Yeah, big pot of beans and not a damn condom in sight. That's all they had back then. It's weird though, because we have mix-ups because my dad's the oldest and I'm his youngest son. So I have uncles that are younger than me and I got nephews that are older than me. And if y'all don't know what that's like, it's like this. I get life advice from the guy I have to pick up from soccer practice after school. On that same note, my nephew did just co-sign a new car note for me, so it's way better. Having a big family like that, though, especially on the Mexican side, we go to a lot of family events. You know, there's a lot of quinceañeras, there's a lot of weddings, there's a lot of getting out of jail parties. And like, we know they're going back, right? We're like, shit, let's party while you're here, home. I went to one of my cousin's wedding right before everything shut down. Cousin number 213, he got married. It's easier that way. No, my cousin got married, and a lot of my uncles, I don't see them a lot, and I was kind of nervous about seeing them because they're really annoying, because a lot of my uncles are old school or homophobic and racist, same thing. He's got some of the same uncles over here. But I was a little nervous about seeing them, so on the way there, you know, I stopped, I had a couple drinks, you know, I'm still a little nervous, so I smoked a joint, ate some mushrooms, did a little bit of coke, not a whole lot, just enough to balance it back out, you know. What I do at these things to mess with my uncles, every time I go to a family event and there's music, I dance with my cousin to mess with them. And the thing is, my cousin, we're the same age, we grew up together. My cousin is trans, and she's been transgender since the 90s, back when people really meant it, you know? I'm not saying they don't mean it now, don't attack me yet. I'm just saying, you weren't a hero back then, you didn't get liked, she got beat up in the 90s for that. It was different times. But so, I get to this wedding, right? I see my cousin. I head out there to the dance floor and I dance with my cousin for like an hour and a half. I did a lot more coke than what I told you guys. Okay? So we're dancing for all this time. And you know what? I can feel the tension in the room. I know you guys are getting a little weird on the topic of me dancing with my trans cousin. And let me tell you guys this. When my cousin was a man, he was an ugly ass dude. And now that he's a woman, she's a thick princess. She's hot. I'm not going to lie. I know that's still a little more weirder, but think about this. Yeah, I might be related to Priscilla, but I'm not related to those titties, though, right? That's like a spoiler you put on a Honda Civic. That's an upgrade right there. That shit wasn't on the base model. So I dance with my cousin. We get done, and my uncle comes running up to me, and he's giving me all this shit. He's like, oh, I don't know why he does this. He's like, you're going to have sex with your cousin? I'm like, bro, that's your son or daughter, whatever he or she chooses, right? That's my family right there. We grew up together. Like I said, we were the same age, and when we were kids, we used to take baths together, back when we could both still see our penises, you know? I know that's weird for y'all, but don't worry, she can still see hers. It's in a jar. Just don't have the pickles at Priscilla's house. You might be having Priscilla's pickle. Mom was giving me all this shit about, though, and I wanted to stop, so finally I was like, why, did she say something? You think there's a chance? I didn't actually sleep with my cousin, y'all. She said no.